Welcome to the Yellow Trumpet. I am Chituga, and today our topic is good politics, bad policies. How do I mean? Good politics in the sense that you were successful in achieving your end. Local government chairman, you had yourself elected. Senator, you had yourself elected. Minister, you had yourself appointed. How successful you are a politician. Bad policies mean that the actions which we applaud as that makes you a brilliant politician, your maneuvers, however they may be, has a negative impact on society, goes contrary to the purpose of government. For instance, bringing people to shoot and scare voters in a place where where you realize that you do not have support or public support is a terrible idea. It may work, you may be declared winner, but then you've emboldened criminals who will terrorize, steal, kill, rape, victimize your society. The same society you are sworn to protect. You are sworn to cater for their well-being. So, good politics. The politics achieved its end. You are a successful politician by our standards. Bad policies being that you have nothing to show for being elected. You have nothing to show for being appointed. Aside the fact that you are this, you are that, you have nothing to show for it. So you longed after power, and now you finally found it, and you don't know what to do with it. Do not be confused. I think most of us are in that situation. For what reason do we want all these things that we want? We want to be chairman of this. We want to have the biggest car. We want to have a gigantic mansion. At the same time, we want to serve the people. We have to choose. There has to be a scale of preference. I am not saying that wanting to go into government means that you subject yourself to penury. That is not what I am saying, not at all. What I am saying is going into government means that you are not going as a form of investment. You are not going into government as a form of investment. A get rich quick scheme where you just sit down, create false or fraudulent line items in the budget, and then you have, how do I say, created money for yourself, your cronies, your people. Of course, this money could have been used for a school. Of course, this money could have been used for a technical or craft center. This money could have been used for diverse other things. Educating your people to be able to employ themselves, giving them skills required to employ themselves. Of course, this money could be used for that. But no, because of avarice, because of desire, because we want to acquire everything, and because we want to be bigger than our neighbor, we want to be the highest, to sit at the top, we use these precious resources to acquire luxury. You will be hailed. You will attract women. Your colleagues will envy you. I guess on that note, you've played good politics. You have made a lot of people happy by making money available. They will carry that money and solve their different problems. They will go clubbing, they will pick women up, spoil them, pay children's school fees, and do all sorts. It's good politics you played. Perhaps you will be rewarded for your good politics. Believe me, it is a bad policy. It takes you nowhere. No matter how remembered you are, no matter how popular you feel you are based on these antics, there is a limit. There is a limit. There is a limit. But before I go into the limitations of such actions, let me ask, to what end do you seek to acquire everything? The biggest house is yours. I heard you're building a bigger one. The flashiest cars are yours. I learned you hardly drive them. Why do you want every single resource that society has to offer? Why do you deprive your society, force it into penury, just to satisfy your urging for wealth? I can't answer that question. You have to answer that question for yourself. I'm talking to you, the political office holder. I am talking to you, the aspiring political office holder. So when you get there, you remember that there is a reason that I am here, and that reason is to serve my people. That reason is to make life more comfortable for my people. It means that there is food for people to eat. It means that the possibility of electricity generation distribution is sorted. It means there are jobs. Young boys are not killing themselves with drugs because they are gainfully employed. But this means nothing to you if you do not know yourself. Because it is in the knowledge of yourself that makes you aware of how sensitive a position you occupy and the need to use that position to improve the society you have found yourself. It is a privilege. It is a blessing to be in a position to influence the lives of millions, thousands, hundreds. It is a blessing. Would you let your blessing be turned into a curse because of your own greed? I want you to succeed. For if you succeed, Nigeria is successful. I want your politics to be good policies. What are the good policies? The good policies are listed in Chapter 2 of the Nigerian Constitution. Chapter 2 states all that there needs to be. Of course, we require infrastructure. In building this infrastructure, jobs will be created. In creating these jobs, what are the labor standards we employ? Do we pack money to the contractors to the detriment of the workers who actually perform the work? That cannot be fair. Not in our society, not in a decent society. We are trying to build a sense of belonging, to cultivate a sense of belonging, that we are each other's friend, we are each other's support system, that we care for our neighbor, that we love ourselves. As long as human beings are together, people will always complain, and people will definitely always say that government has not done enough. But ask yourself this question: if you are in government, have you actually done enough? Don't rush into justification. Don't rush and become defensive. You've done enough. What is that? How many people did it influence? What are the resources at your disposal? And how much luxury have you indulged in? For whatever reason you do the things you do, have a rethink. We prefer our society to be just. We prefer our society to be economically balanced. We prefer the individuals in our society to be mentally stable. The role that you play as an official in government, as an aspiring politician, the role that you play in your everyday life with your relationships with people, the role that you play is just as important. So do ensure that your good politics is good policy. I am Chituga Chinda. This is the Yellow Trumpet. Take care.